Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I'm here with Scraplift Crafternoon, a hop where a group of my friends get together, find some inspiration, and scraplift it. And this inspiration was found by the lovely Shannon, and it is Scrapbooking Quebec. And you can find them on Instagram, and any information we have for their social media is below. I am documenting my sister's birthday party with a hip kit Good Things Ahead. I just ordered this with their big discounted weekend sale back in the beginning of May. So I've got one paper that I'm wanting to use, and then some cardstock, and then lots of lovely embellishments. And then I'm hoping I'll pull out my Cricut and get some things done. But I got my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and this cool layout. So let's see how this goes. So the one really fun thing about HipKit is typically I don't order all the extra stuff. And so you have like 12 papers and one of each, and that's all. And you got to figure out how to make it last. Well, I ordered two of everything, or not everything, but of the papers. But still, it's in my, it's just how I am with HipKit that I want to try and stretch everything. So I'm using one single full 12 by 12, and then I do end up using another, a lot of the page, not the entire paper. I've got some scraps and things like that. But I do pull out this wood grain. I liked this one okay, but this other one is from Recollections, and it's kind of an interesting material. It's not like a chipboard, and it's not cardstock. It's almost feels metallic. But it is by Recollections. I got it at Michael's a long time ago. I bought a bunch of them when they were on sale once, and they're just in a stash of wood grain that I have at my disposal when I want something wood grain, since wood grain typically goes with everything, and not all collections come with the lovely wood grain, which I love to use. So I have 5 pictures, which I believe is how many they have on their layout, and I printed them all in 4x6, but I do trim some of them down. And like as I got closer to actually putting everything on the layout, I trimmed a few of them down a little bit more because there was a lot of table. And there just wasn't necessarily, just was not necessary. Let's get my words out. So I did make this big circular feature on my Cricut. Literally took 4 circles and sliced 2 of them together, and then sliced 2 more together to make this. And so now I have the outside piece, the circle in the inside, and then like a moon, almost like a thin moon, left of that paper. And I'll hold on to that. I may use it. There I'll document at least one more page or another 2-page layout from this birthday. It's not going to be predominantly about my sister. It'll be more pictures of just things that happened while we were at my mom's house for her dinner. We had Thai food to get started from this lovely place in town that all of us adore. And then my sister got a birthday ice cream cake from Brewster's while my brother-in-law picked it up, because it's her favorite. And we just sang happy birthday and had a good old time. She kept making jokes about how she's going to divide the cake into 10 pieces. And then anybody who said, oh, I'm not really hungry, or I don't want a piece, she's like, oh, I get 2/10 and everyone else gets 1/10. And so it was pretty funny that she was, trying to decide how many pieces she was going to take home. So I did get a chance to tuck part of the pictures in underneath the circle. I wasn't worried about that, but it just happened to work out, so I was happy with that, the way that worked out. And then I just started embellishing. Like, I started just laying things down. I'm not gluing anything yet. I do come in with my Nouveau Deluxe. That is one thing about this little metal kind of wood grain. I definitely used some liquid glue, but yeah, I had to hold it down for a little while because like that little green chipboard that's underneath the last picture says living your best life, and it just kept coming up off of that wood grain. So I held it there for a long time. Like I was waiting for it to set. And normally what I'll do when I know that that's going to be the case is I'll use my ATG and then add glue. And so that way it will do an instant hold, but then the Nuvo will help give it a, all over long-term hold. So I set them aside. I like to work on these together because, especially when they're like this one that flows together, but I decided to separate them so that I could kind of get the embellishments done and everything. So I get all the embellishments done on the right layout and use this title. It says today celebrate, or it doesn't have to be the title. Officially, I suppose the title would be up here in this corner where it says Superstar Stacey. Because that's my sister's name. I had that rub-on. And Hip Kids rub-ons are fine. Like, they seem to be just fine. They are no $49 a market. Because those are almost like, you barely have to do anything with them. But I like the way that they turned out. I only used a couple. That Superstar and then the little glasses in the bottom left corner. And then I get out the enamel dots and add 3 clusters. Sometimes when I do a double page like this, I'll do 3 clusters on each, but this one I felt like the spacing really just called for 3 altogether. So I did 3 different clusters of 3 and added that little banner up at the top. And then wanted to add in the orange and the pink and the dark blue because those 3 colors are not really acknowledged in the banner. Well, the orange kind of is. But anyway, here is Scrapbooking Quebec, her original. Her name's Dorothy, and it's such a fun layout, so pretty, and I love that circular feature on it. Now on hers goes over to the second page. I didn't do that. Is that because I didn't notice until after I'd already put it down? Possibly. It's fine though. I have that circle. I may use the inside part on another layout that goes with this, so we shall see. But anyway, I hope you will go check out Dorothy and her information. Like I said, it'll be below in the description box, as well as all the lovely ladies that I scrap lift with every Sunday. Their information's below, as well as a playlist is listed. So I hope you'll go check them out and show some love. And I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. I always reply to all my comments, and I would love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.